Okay, this is a quick video to show how to correctly connect and diagnose any flow issues when connecting products to the Altius RT Lewis safe. Here we have a Lewis safe connector which has been taken off the product. It's essentially the same item. And this has been connected up to some dialysis blood tubing here. Now the normal protocol is to hold the dialysis blood tubing and connect it to the Altius RT connector, to the Lewis safe. The issue is this blood tubing has a moving collar, which allows the male stem to be shortened and not fully open the split septum on the Lewis safe. These movable collars are not only found on blood tubing, they can also be found on needle-free extension sets and items of that nature, and they need to be looked out for because this male stem gets shortened and doesn't fully protract. So to show you what that looks like, you take the blood tubing or connector with a moving collar, you connect it onto the Lewis safe, and you'll see inside that the fluid pathway is restricted. It's not fully round. You can see there's dark edges around the side and a slit down the middle. Now that slit down the middle is actually the fluid pathway where the fluid goes. Even when tightened up, it's not fully open. It's like a cat's eye. If we compare that to one where the septum has been fully depressed with this syringe and the pathway opened, you can see there's no dark edges around the outside of the fluid pathway. It is completely and utterly open and allows the fluid to flow at maximum volume. Again, the problem with this is this movable collar. The collar doesn't allow the stem here to fully depress the split septum membrane down and open up the pathway. The way to diagnose this problem is if there's a flow rate issue, it could be caused by this. And what we have to do is look at the very back of the connector here and see that the male Lewis stem is actually poking out the back. In this instance, we can push it through. This is now fully closed up to the ridge and the fluid pathway is now fully open. If I push it back forward and create that slight gap here where you can see the ridge has got another piece of plastic to it, the fluid pathway is slightly closed. So we have to be careful when connecting things onto Lewis safes that the male stem is pushed as far forward as possible, and any areas where the stem can be pushed in to help push it through the connector into the split septum needs to be done to fully open the fluid pathway.